Periphery, and my name is Misha, and I'm going to be showing you my rig today. I've got a basic amp and rack cab set up here. It's a little bit more intricate than just plugging into your amp, but it does basically everything I need it to do. It's set up to be sort of like remote controlling everything, so that switching distortion to clean and back, switches my pedals and my effects with one hit.
No tap dancing.
Yeah, no tap dancing. Exactly. It's a MIDI setup because of that. We'll get into that a little later. But basically, my signal path is my Black Machine guitar here, which is awesome. Made by Doug Campbell in the UK, and these are some of my favorite guitars ever. This is the Black Machine V6, and it's got bare knuckle cold sweat pickups, a set of those, which are really tight, really awesome. Medium output, so they're just very defined on chords, but very aggressive. And that's going into my pedals here. I've got two noise gates. I've got an ISP decimator noise gate, and that's going into a Tube Screamer, Maxon OD808, and then that's going into a Bois NS2, because I like the stop-start stuff to be really tight like that. Oh, and actually, before all that, if Alex will move his foot very kindly,
yes,
I'm actually going into a VHC valvulator, which I use as a power supply, and it's like a buffer. It basically means you can run as many pedals as you want in front of your amp, and it won't really affect the signal. So it makes your pedals like their true bypass. And I've got a tuner here, and the star of the pedal board, in my opinion, is this Keeley compressor, which is always on, just because it makes everything sound better. And that basically fights against these gates so that I can get lots of sustain. But if I want it to be super tight, the gates catch on. It's pretty cool. That goes into a G major, which I use for delay reverb effects. And I've also got this stereo chorus flanger by TC, which is older than I am probably, and it's one of my favorite. It moves, it's shimmery like that. And then I'm going just directly into this orange cab with vintage 30s, which is probably one of my favorite cabs. It probably has to do a lot with the weight, because it weighs about 110 pounds, so that's the one downside. And it's got these wood skids on the bottom, which attach it to the stage and make it sound better, so you can't really put casters on it, so it's a real pain to move around.
Hey guys, this is Alex from Periphery. Just to go over my rig, pretty similar to Misha's. All my effects are going through the G major, as far as all my clean channel, delays, chorus, all of that stuff. Distortion, I also have two noise gates. Right now I'm using an MXR noise gate, the Smart Gate, as well as a Tube Screamer TS808, the Ibanez model, then into the NS2 Boss noise suppressor. All running through the Engel 100 watt Invader, which I love. But yeah, pretty similar to Misha's, different guitar of course. These are stock pickups in an Axis Super Sport Music Man, but it also gets that real crunch type sound, and sounds beautiful with the cleans, fourth position.
Hi, this is Jake from Periphery. My rig is based around a Mesa Boogie triple rectifier, 150 watt head. It's going into a Mesa Boogie 4x12 with vintage 30s in it. My effects system is a TC Electronic G system, and I have all my effects for delays and reverbs and choruses. It also acts as a looper, so I can put all my pedals into individual loops, so that way I can run them in front of the amp. I have a similar pedal setup to Alex and Misha. I have noise suppressors, and I also have a Ibanez tube screamer going in front of the amp. Also, Misha mentioned that the real star of the pedal board is the Keeley 4-knob compressor. It really just it adds a lot of character and volume to your sound. It's good for cleans and distortion. I play all the 6-string songs through a comparison Apple horn. It's the Matthias Eklund signature. I use a bare knuckle War Pig. It's a pretty high output pickup, but it's warm. It cuts really well.
So we got a lot of questions about why we have 3 guitarists. I always joke it's because the band said that 4 was too many, but really it's just because like I like to write with a lot of layers, and we're gonna show you an example of like you know, how we use 3 guitars. We don't always play 3 different things. Sometimes it's to get, you know, that nice double track effect live and have a layer going on top. But in this case, we're gonna play the intro to a song called All New Materials, and the intro of that has me and Jake starting off with some riffs, and then Alex is like sort of doing some more clean ambient stuff like as well. You'll see. So basically what's happening there is we're playing 3 different parts. I'm playing more of a, I'm just outlining the chords there. So what I'm doing is, so on and so forth.
I'm just playing the main riff of the song, so it starts off like.
Sweet! And I'm just playing a very simple part behind it, just kind of like the, I guess, root note type chords, but they accent the parts that are being played very well. And simply it's just...